everyone, and welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? This one is a fascinating story.
Oh, yeah. This one's pretty wild.
It really is. We're going to be looking at a chain of events
But a chain of events.
that started with just a chance encounter at a gas station.
You really can't make this stuff up.
It's pretty incredible. It
Yeah.
really makes you think about how even the smallest acts of kindness
False.
can have huge ripple effects. And this deep dive will take us from like a late night shift at a gas station in Missouri all the way to like a nationwide initiative. We'll be talking about resilience, generosity, and how one person's story can inspire change.
So inspiring. It's amazing to me how like an ordinary interaction
Right.
can turn into something really extraordinary.
Yeah.
What's fascinating about this story is that it really challenges our assumptions about who can make a difference.
Exactly. And the source material reads like a movie script.
Well, it does.
But I swear this stuff really happened.
It did.
So let's set the scene.
Okay.
Picture a typical gas station. In Springfield, Missouri, it's late at night.
Ooh, spooky.
A little eerie, right? With those buzzing fluorescent lights.
You got it.
And our story starts with Renee. She's 7 months pregnant and working the late shift.
Wow. You can just imagine the exhaustion.
Right, totally.
7 months pregnant.
Mm.
Every hour on her feet must felt like an eternity.
Yeah, and she's determined, working to support herself and her baby.
And let's be real, at 7 months pregnant, it's not easy being on your feet all day.
Definitely not. She's got bills to pay, a baby on the way, and she's doing it all on her own.
Wow, talk about strength.
Now just picture this. Into this very ordinary scene walks Elon Musk.
No way.
Just stopping for gas on a road trip.
Like you do?
Right? It could have been a fleeting moment.
In and out.
Another customer passing through.
Yep.
But something about Renee catches his eye.
What was it?
The sources don't really go into detail. Maybe it was a look in her eyes or a quiet strength that he saw in her.
Despite everything she was going through.
Exactly. Whatever it was, it made him pause. Instead of just paying and leaving,
He lingered.
he did. He lingers and strikes up a conversation with Renee.
That's pretty cool.
And here's where things get really interesting.
Oh.
He doesn't just make small talk.
No.
No. He asks her about her life,
Love your dreams.
her hopes for the future. He's genuinely curious about her.
That's really nice of him.
And Renee, maybe a little hesitant at first,
Understandably.
opens up to him. She talks about her dreams of going back to school,
Oh, wow.
starting her own business,
Awesome.
building a better life for her child. But she also shares the obstacles in her way,
I bet.
like the lack of paid maternity leave
That's tough.
and the need to keep working to make ends meet.
She's got to do what she's got to do.
Right. So she's sharing her dreams, but also the challenges that make those dreams so hard to achieve.
Yeah, that's the reality for a lot of people.
And that's when Elon Musk's response takes a very unexpected turn.
Like what?
He sees the potential in Renee, but he also sees the barriers she's facing.
Right.
So, okay, he sees the barriers. What does he do?
Yeah, what does he do?
Offer a few kind words and then leave.
I hope not.
He does more than that. A lot more.
Really? Like what?
He offers to cover Renee's expenses, to give her the time and space she needs to pursue her dreams.
You go, hold on. Just like that.
Pretty much. Can you imagine her reaction?
Shock, disbelief, maybe even suspicion.
Yeah, it's not every day that
And it's
someone,
only a stranger.
right, offers you that kind of support.
That's life-changing.
This isn't just a small gesture. This is a total game changer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She suddenly has the chance to build a future she might have thought was impossible.
And to make things even more surreal, he give her his business card
Get out of here.
with instructions to call the Musk Foundation.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It's like a scene out of a movie.
It's crazy.
This is where the real story begins.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Oh, you'll have to wait for the next part of our deep dive.
Oh, you're killing me.
To find out what happens when Renee faces this decision
I'm on the edge of my seat.
and how this random encounter sets off a chain of events with some pretty big consequences.
Okay, I'll be patient.
Good, I'm hooked.
Okay, so we left off with Renee holding Elon Musk's business card and this incredible offer.
Right.
What happens next? Does she make that call?
She does. After a night of probably a lot of thinking, Renee picks up the phone and calls the Musk Foundation.
Wow.
And it's not just a confirmation of Elon's promise, it's a whole team ready to help her.
So it's not just a handout, it's like a whole plan to help her succeed.
Exactly. They offer her paid maternity leave.
That's huge.
So she doesn't have to choose between her health and her income. They also help her set up childcare.
knowing that being a new mom comes with so many challenges.
It really does. And then to top it all off, they offer her a scholarship to go back to school.
Wow. It's not just about giving her money.
Oh.
It's about giving her the tools to build a future.
Exactly. It's about empowering her. That's incredible. I mean, what a response. What was Renee's reaction to all of this?
The sources describe her as being totally overwhelmed with gratitude.
I bet.
It must have been such a relief.
It's a reminder that sometimes, even when things seem impossible, a little support can change everything.
It really can. And her story doesn't just impact her life.
I bet it spread quickly.
It did. Word got around the gas station.
Oh, yeah, that's a close community.
Everyone knows each other.
So what was the reaction there?
Well, first people were skeptical. You know, they're used to empty promises, not random acts of kindness.
So it sounded too good to be true.
Pretty much. But then the Musk Foundation started following through, and the doubt turned into astonishment. People saw Renee thriving.
Going to her classes.
Taking care of herself.
And they were inspired.
Totally. Renee's story became a symbol of hope.
Right, in her own community.
It showed everyone that incredible things can happen.
Yeah. So what were those first few weeks like for Renee?
I imagine a whirlwind of adjustments, going from late-night shifts to online classes and preparing for a baby.
Right, that couldn't have been easy.
But at least she could focus on building a better future.
Without the financial stress.
Exactly. It's amazing how much she was able to achieve.
And just when you think the story can't get any more surprising,
It does.
there's another twist. The Musk Foundation reaches out to Renee again.
Oh, wow.
This time, it's not about her. It's about something much bigger.
What do you mean?
Well, Elon Musk had a bigger vision in mind.
Oh,
He wanted to meet with Renee again.
to talk about.
He wanted to create a program
Program.
to help other expectant mothers.
So he didn't just want to help Renee.
Right. He wanted to use her experience to make a real difference.
He saw how much this support had changed her life.
And he realized that her story wasn't unique.
There are so many mothers out there facing the same challenges.
Working low-wage jobs, struggling to make ends meet, lacking support.
And he wanted to do something about it.
So what did he propose?
He envisioned a program to provide support to expectant mothers all over the country.
Wow.
It wouldn't just be about financial aid.
There'd be more.
It would also offer educational opportunities
Okay.
and childcare support. He wanted to build a community where women could support each other.
That's a big vision.
It is. And he knew that Renee's story was key to making it happen.
Because it was so powerful.
Exactly. He believed that sharing her story could inspire others to get involved,
To donate.
to partner with the program.
To change the way we support mothers.
It was about using one person's journey to create real change.
So he asked Renee to be the face of this campaign.
In a way, yes. But anonymously?
To protect her privacy.
Of course. Can you imagine being in Renee's shoes?
Going from working at a gas station
To being part of a movement that could impact millions.
It's incredible. It all started with a chance encounter.
And a lot of generosity.
But before we get into the campaign itself,
Right.
we need to talk about Elon's strategy.
How did he plan to turn this vision into a reality?
Well, that's where we'll pick up in the final part of our deep dive.
I'm ready.
Stay tuned as we explore the launch of the campaign and its impact.
And the incredible legacy of this chain of events.
Okay, so Elon Musk is ready to launch this nationwide initiative inspired by Renee's story. This program to help expectant mothers facing similar challenges. How did it go?
Oh, it was amazing. The response was huge.
Really?
Way bigger than anyone expected. Donations just poured in from people who heard Renee's story.
So it really resonated with people.
It did. It seems like her journey really touched a nerve. You know, people realized how tough parenthood can be.
Especially without support.
Especially without support.
So it connected with people on a personal level. What about companies? Did any big companies get on board?
Oh yeah, tons of them. They
Yeah.
saw the potential impact and the positive PR, of course.
Of course.
They offered financial support, but also resources, expertise,
I bet.
even job training programs.
Wow. It's incredible how one story can have such a big impact.
It really is. And when it's shared the right way, it can create a ripple effect.
So what about the media? Did the campaign get any national attention?
Oh yeah. Definitely Renee's story, you know, shared anonymously, of course.
Right.
Became a national sensation. News outlets picked it up. Talk shows discussed it.
I bet social media was buzzing.
Oh, absolutely. People were talking about the initiative and its potential.
So it wasn't just a feel-good story. It really sparked a conversation.
It did. It highlighted the struggles that so many families face,
The challenges of being a parent.
especially for people working low-wage jobs.
with little support.
Exactly. It wasn't just about celebrating one act of generosity. It made people think about the bigger picture.
About the gaps in our system.
Exactly. And it challenged everyone to do better, policymakers, businesses, individuals.
To create a more supportive environment for families.
Right. It showed how powerful individual stories can be.
How they can inspire change.
And action.
So while all this was happening, what was Renee up to? Did she stay involved?
The sources don't go into specifics.
Yeah.
But we know her story was at the heart of it all.
It was the driving force.
It was. It kept the initiative grounded.
Yeah.
You know? It reminded everyone of the real people he was helping.
And Renee.
She was building her new life, going to classes, getting ready for motherhood, embracing all these opportunities.
It's incredible to think that it all started with a conversation at a gas station.
And a lot of kindness.
So where do things stand now? Is the program still going? What's its legacy?
The program is still going strong. It's helping expectant mothers all across the country.
Wow.
It's become a model for other initiatives. It proves that targeted support, that powerful story, can really make a difference.
That's amazing.
And Renee's story continues to inspire. It reminds us that kindness can appear in the most unexpected places.
And that generosity can multiply.
And that one encounter can change countless lives.
It really makes you think about the potential we all have to create positive change.
And the connections that shape our lives.
The power of compassion to make the world a better place.
I think this story is a good reminder to look for those opportunities to help out, to offer a kind word. You never know what kind of ripple effect you might create.
That's a great point. And on that note, we wrap up this deep dive. It's been an incredible journey, but the story doesn't end here. It lives on in the lives touched by this initiative and in the hearts of everyone who hears it. Thanks for listening.